7 hidden signs. You're struggling, even when you seem fine. It's easy to assume that we're fine when we're going through the motions of everyday life, getting up, working, meeting obligations, and going to bed. But sometimes, behind the facade of normalcy, we're not truly okay. We're simply surviving, not thriving. We might push through without realizing the subtle signs that our mental and emotional health is silently suffering. In this article, we'll explore 7 subtle behaviors that may indicate you're not as okay as you think you are, even when everything on the surface seems fine. By recognizing these signs, you can take the first step toward healing and reclaiming your well-being. 1. Constantly overcommitting to others. It's natural to want to help others. In fact, being there for friends, family, and colleagues is a positive quality. However, when you find yourself consistently agreeing to every request, even when you're already stretched thin, it can signal something deeper. Perhaps you're struggling to assert boundaries, or you fear disappointing others. You may be so focused on meeting the needs of everyone else that you forget to care for yourself. Insight. When you're constantly overcommitting, you're essentially putting others' needs before your own, often to your own detriment. While helping others can provide a sense of purpose, overextending yourself can lead to burnout, resentment, and a feeling of being unappreciated. If you're saying yes out of guilt or fear of letting others down, it's time to reassess your approach. Practicing boundary setting is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and mental well-being. Start small by saying no when you need to, and recognize that prioritizing your needs is not selfish. It's essential. Practical tip. Consider creating a no list, a set of boundaries for situations or requests that don't serve your well-being. Use it as a guide to help you evaluate whether you should accept certain invitations or demands. 2. Emotional numbness. Emotional numbness is a sneaky sign that you're struggling beneath the surface. You might feel disconnected from your feelings, not experiencing joy, sadness, or any significant emotional reaction to the events in your life. While you're functioning in your day-to-day tasks, there's a pervasive sense of emotional detachment, making you feel like you're on autopilot. Insight. Emotional numbness often arises as a protective mechanism. When we're overwhelmed by stress, grief, or trauma, our minds may block out emotions to prevent us from becoming too burdened. However, while this can temporarily shield us from pain, it also prevents us from fully experiencing the range of emotions that make us human. Being emotionally numb can lead to a lack of motivation, difficulty in connecting with others, and a sense of disconnection from life itself. If you're noticing this in yourself, it's a sign that it's time to start processing those suppressed emotions. Practical tip. Journaling or talking to a therapist can help you reconnect with your emotions. If you're not ready to open up to someone else, start by writing about how you're feeling without judgment. This can be the first step in breaking through emotional numbness. 3. Isolating yourself. Isolation can be a subtle yet powerful sign that you're not okay. While it's normal to crave alone time, excessive isolation, especially when you're withdrawing from loved ones or social obligations, could be a sign of emotional distress. You might attend social gatherings but find yourself detached or uninterested in engaging with others. Even though you're physically present, emotionally you're checked out. Insight. Isolation often occurs when we feel overwhelmed, misunderstood, or disconnected from those around us. It may be easier to withdraw than to deal with the complexity of our emotions or face the possibility of others noticing we're struggling. However, isolation can deepen feelings of loneliness and exacerbate feelings of distress. While alone time is essential for recharging, distancing yourself from others for long periods can prevent you from seeking the support you need. Practical tip. Reach out to someone you trust, even if it's just a chat for a few minutes. It can be tempting to stay isolated, but small steps towards social interaction can break the cycle of loneliness and help you feel more connected. 4. Physical symptoms without a clear cause. If you're experiencing frequent headaches, stomach aches, or unexplained fatigue, it could be your body's way of signaling that something is off emotionally. You may not associate these symptoms with stress or mental health struggles, but they are often linked. Chronic stress, anxiety, or unresolved emotional pain can manifest physically, making these symptoms more than just a coincidence. Insight. Our bodies have an incredible ability to signal when something is wrong. Physical symptoms like muscle tension, headaches, or digestive issues are common responses to emotional overload. These signals are your body's way of asking for attention and care. Ignoring physical symptoms or chalking them up to just stress can be dangerous. These signs are important indicators that your mental health may need addressing. If left unchecked, prolonged stress can lead to more serious health issues. Practical tip. Pay attention to how your body feels and take note of any recurring symptoms. Engage in regular self-care practices such as relaxation exercises, gentle physical activity, or massage to alleviate physical tension. If symptoms persist, it may be time to seek help from a healthcare professional. 5. Engaging in distracting behaviors. In an attempt to avoid dealing with difficult emotions or overwhelming thoughts, you may turn to distractions, whether that's scrolling through social media, binge watching TV, or overworking. While distractions offer temporary relief, they don't solve the underlying issues and often leave you feeling more disconnected or exhausted. Insight: distraction is a coping mechanism that provides short-term relief but prevents you from confronting the source of your distress. It can give you a false sense of normalcy and keep you from addressing what's really going on. Using distractions as an escape may feel comforting, but they only prolong the inevitable. Eventually, you'll need to face your emotions to heal. The key is learning to balance your need for relief with strategies that promote emotional processing and growth. Practical tip: set aside time each day to reflect on your feelings, even if it's just for a few minutes. Engage in activities that promote mindfulness, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga. This will allow you to shift from avoidance to self-reflection and emotional healing. 6. Having trouble sleeping or sleeping too much. Sleep disturbances are a clear sign that something is affecting your mental health. Whether you're struggling to fall asleep, waking up multiple times during the night, or sleeping excessively, your sleep patterns can reveal the state of your emotional well-being. Insomnia can result from anxiety, stress, or overthinking, while oversleeping may be a form of emotional avoidance or exhaustion. Insight: sleep is essential for both physical and mental health. When we're emotionally distressed, it's difficult for the body to relax and recharge. Sleep issues often reflect deeper concerns that need to be addressed, and continuing to ignore them can lead to a vicious cycle of fatigue and emotional imbalance. Getting back to a healthy sleep routine is a vital step in improving your emotional resilience. Restorative sleep allows your brain to process emotions, reduce stress, and restore your energy. Practical tip: create a bedtime routine that promotes relaxation, such as reading a book, practicing deep breathing, or taking a warm bath. If sleep issues persist, consider consulting with a professional who can help you address the root causes of your sleep disturbances. 7. Feeling like you're just going through the motions. Perhaps the most alarming sign that you're not okay is the sense of simply going through the motions of life. You may find yourself performing tasks mechanically with little to no enthusiasm or emotional engagement. Life feels like a series of checkboxes to tick off, rather than experiences to be lived and enjoyed. Insight: this behavior is often a result of burnout, emotional exhaustion, or disconnection from your true desires. When we become disconnected from our passions or sense of purpose, life can feel monotonous, and we lose our ability to enjoy the little things. It's crucial to reconnect with what brings you joy and purpose. Rediscovering hobbies, reconnecting with old passions, or setting new goals can help you reignite your enthusiasm for life. Practical tip: take small steps toward re-engaging with your interests. Try something new, explore a forgotten hobby, or simply set aside time each week for activities that bring you fulfillment. Giving yourself permission to enjoy life again can restore your sense of purpose. Conclusion: taking action toward healing. Recognizing that you're not truly okay, even when it seems like everything is fine on the outside, is the first step toward healing. These subtle behaviors may seem harmless, but they are often cries for help from your mind and body. The good news is that by acknowledging these signs, you're already on the path to self-awareness and healing. Taking small, intentional steps to address these behaviors, whether through boundary setting, emotional expression, physical care, or sleep management, will help you regain your well-being and emotional balance. You don't have to wait until you're completely overwhelmed to seek support. Taking action today will lead to a healthier, happier tomorrow. If any of these behaviors resonate with you, don't hesitate to reach out for help. It's okay to not be okay, but it's also okay to take steps to feel better. You deserve it. Self-awareness.